Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because what you're about to hear will make your jaw hit the floor. Papoose. Yes, Mr. Loyalty himself has just uncovered a scandal so twisted, so sickening, it makes every hospital drama you've ever seen look like child's play. Imagine this. Hidden ICU cameras, secret meetings behind closed doors, doctors exchanging glances like they're plotting in a bad soap opera, and all of it centered around one woman, Remy Ma. Was she really fighting for her life? Or was something far darker going on? Was her condition natural or manufactured? And most importantly, who was pulling the strings? You think you know the story? Oh, honey, you know nothing. Because the tapes Papoose got his hands on change everything. Whispers of negligence, rumors of sabotage, a cover-up so deep you'd need a shovel and a prayer to dig it out. The internet is melting down. The streets are buzzing. And the truth is uglier than anyone ever imagined. Stay locked in because we're about to tear the lid off this ticking time bomb. And trust me, it's about to blow. The story begins not in the bright lights of fame or the cozy comforts of family, but in the cold fluorescent lit corridors of a hospital where whispers were louder than heartbeats. Papoose loyal husband, hip-hop legend, the man who literally built his brand on standing by his woman through thick and thin, had been at Remy Ma's side every single day during her mysterious hospitalization. The official story. Remy Ma had suffered a sudden life-threatening complication. Something unexpected. Something unexplainable. Doctors shook their heads. Nurses whispered. And yet, nobody gave Papoose real answers. At first, he bought it because why wouldn't he? This was supposed to be a top-tier hospital, award-winning, state-of-the-art, committed to care, as the brochure said. But soon the inconsistencies piled up. One minute a nurse would say Remy's vitals were stable. The next another nurse would warn him to prepare for the worst. One doctor told him she was conscious. Another insisted she hadn't woken up for days. And then the weirdest thing of all, the security footage, or should we say the lack of it. Hospital security claimed the ICU cameras malfunctioned right around the time Remy's condition took a nosedive. Convenient, right? But Papoose isn't just any grieving husband. He's a man who spent his life in a game where trust is currency and betrayal is a language fluently spoken. So, he did what no one saw coming. He planted his own hidden cameras. Sources close to the family. And when we say sources, we mean people who absolutely had no business leaking this tea. But thank God they did. Say Papoose installed discreet recording devices around Remy's ICU room. And what he found absolutely chilling. Doctors talking in hushed voices about not letting it get out. Paperwork being adjusted when no one was watching. One nurse, we'll call her Nurse X, was even caught on tape saying if he finds out it's over for us. What was going on? And that's when Papoose knew this wasn't bad luck. This wasn't an accident. This was something way more sinister. Now, let's not forget this isn't the first time shady business has hovered around Remy Ma's life. Need a quick refresher? Remember her 2007 conviction? The headlines were brutal. Remy Ma sentenced to 8 years for shooting friend over missing money. Hard time, hard lessons. And ever since then, Ray's been fighting to keep her reputation afloat. But drama has a funny way of sticking to some people like glitter in a carpet. You clean it up, move on, and boom, another scandal clings to you. And now here we are again. Only this time, the danger didn't come from the streets. It came from inside the very place meant to save her. The hidden ICU tapes started circulating in underground circles before they ever saw the light of day. A few brave insiders, we're talking nurses who couldn't stomach the guilt and orderlies who knew too much, started leaking snippets anonymously. What the world saw was horrifying. One video shows a senior doctor chuckling. Yes, chuckling after adjusting a monitor. Another shows two nurses arguing about who is supposed to delete the file. And most damning of all, a grainy clip where someone mutters, "She wasn't supposed to wake up yet." Excuse me. And that's just scratching the surface. The rabbit hole goes way deeper. Papoose, heartbroken but furious, decided he couldn't just sit back. He started compiling evidence, building a case, making calls, quietly reaching out to attorneys, investigative reporters, even private investigators. Because if no one else was going to fight for Remy, he damn well would. Meanwhile, outside those sterile hospital walls, whispers turned into roars. Fan pages exploded. Conspiracy theories ran wild. Was this a case of medical negligence or something even darker? And in the background of it all, lurking like a shadow no one wanted to see, was the uncomfortable creeping thought? Was Remy Ma targeted? If so, by who? And why? Just as Papoose started putting the pieces together, another bombshell dropped. One so big it shook everything. And that's exactly where we pick up next. The bombshell? Oh, you're not ready for this one. According to anonymous sources close to the investigation, and by close, we mean probably somebody's cousin's girlfriend's hairstylist who couldn't keep her mouth shut, Papoose's hidden tapes didn't just catch shady conversations. They caught transactions. Yep. Cold hard cash being slipped under the table. One clip now viral on every underground gossip forum you can imagine shows a man in scrubs discreetly handing over a thick envelope to a woman wearing a hospital badge. No dialogue, no receipts, just a silent, grimy exchange that screams payoff louder than a 3 a.m. fire alarm. People started asking questions fast. Who was paying whom, for what? And most importantly, was Remy Ma's life part of some disgusting deal? It didn't take long for wild theories to flood the internet. One trending Twitter thread, which by the way got 1 million views in less than 6 hours, boldly claimed that Ray's hospitalization wasn't just a tragic accident, it was an orchestrated hit job. Yes, you heard that right. The new theory: somebody wanted Remy Ma out of the picture and they used the hospital as the perfect cover-up. One supposed insider posted anonymously, "Y'all think it's a coincidence?" Big names wanted her quiet, too much info, too many secrets. This wasn't about sickness. This was about silencing. Now, whether or not you believe that, the timing is suspicious. Right before Remy's sudden hospitalization, she was reportedly working on a tell-all memoir. A memoir that, according to publishing rumors, was packed with names, dirty contracts, and scandals that could have rocked the industry. Coincidence or cover-up? You tell me. Meanwhile, fans rallied hard. #Justice Remy trended globally. Protesters, yes, actual protesters gathered outside the hospital demanding transparency. Some waved homemade signs like "Free Race Truth" and "Hospitals aren't hitmen and celebrities." Oh, the celebs couldn't stay silent. Cardi B went live on Instagram, her nails tapping angrily against her phone screen, saying, "Yo, this Remy situation don't sit right with me. Nah, if y'all did something to her, we go and find out that Joe posted a black screen with 3 words in white. No loyalty, no mercy." Even Nicki Minaj, yes, Nicki Minaj, Ray's longtime rival, posted a cryptic tweet that had everyone spiraling. Karma has 2 sides. Watch yours. Fans dissected it to death. Was Nicki celebrating, warning, or hinting at something she knew? Meanwhile, investigative journalists, and by that we mean every clout-chasing YouTuber with a ring light and a theory, started dropping exposes every 5 minutes, each one crazier than the last. The secret cabal that ordered Remy's silence. How billion-dollar labels control hospitals. Proof Remy Ma was about to expose the industry. Wild, right? But wait, it gets wilder. Because just as the public outrage hit fever pitch as fans, celebrities, and random keyboard warriors all screamed for blood, the hospital in question decided to finally speak out in the most boring corporate-sounding press release you've ever heard. They said, "We take these allegations very seriously and are conducting an internal review." Oh, sure. Because when you're caught on hidden cameras swapping envelopes and laughing about someone dying, the first thing you want to do is review yourself. Give me a break. Of course, nobody bought it. Instead, the leaked footage kept spreading faster than they could shut it down. And the more people watched, the uglier it looked. One clip showed a doctor wearing gloves, no less, pulling out what appeared to be medical records and setting them on fire in a back parking lot. Yes, on fire. In 2025 at a hospital with working security cameras. You can't make this up, people. Actually, we did, but you get the idea. Meanwhile, Papoose wasn't sitting quietly either. Sources say he hired a top-tier legal team, forensic specialists, and even a crisis PR firm. He wasn't just planning to sue the hospital. Oh, no. He was planning to burn it to the ground. Metaphorically, of course. And right as legal pressure started mounting. Right as hospital board members started sweating through their overpriced suits, another twist hit the streets. A whistleblower, a real one. An ICU nurse whose identity is being protected for now, went on record in an exclusive interview with Underground Dispatch, the most suspiciously named news outlet you've never heard of, and said this. We were ordered to delay her treatment. Directly ordered by someone high up. I can't say more yet, but I have the emails. And I'm not the only one. Emails, plural, documented proof. If that's real, and so far, no one's been able to disprove it.